Hello, hello. Welcome back or welcome to Soul Whispers with Michelle. I'm so happy to have you here with me. This is a soul-led message, which means if it doesn't resonate, you find it confusing, just go ahead and leave it behind for the souls that it's meant to find. May love hold you, may truth guide you, and may you be released from whatever is not yours. And so it is, my friends. All right, let's see what's going on in your energy. Ooh, the Emperor. All right. So this is, you are directing. You're taking charge. This is about directing your thoughts, directing your energy, directing the connections that you're making, and this completely changing your reality. Or I don't know if I would say it changing reality, it's causing your reality. And you're very firm on this, wherever we're going with this. Let's see what's crossing this energy. We have the Ten of Wands. All right, so that's making me feel like you're doing too much here. Okay, because the Emperor, he's doing all the things, he's directing all the things, but with that Ten of Wands crossing it, it's like that vital life force energy is weighing you down. Or rather, that the actions you're taking are weighing you down and are very hard to carry. All right, let's see what's gotten you to this point. We've got the Ace of Swords. There was some sort of idea that came in that led you to this. Okay, there was an idea that came in that led you to believe that you needed to direct all of this energy. Okay, where is your soul wanting you to go with this? We have the Page of Pentacles. I feel like this is, your soul's wanting you to take a different road. But it feels like it's what's given to you. It's like perhaps you're trying to move. So what I'm noticing most about this is this map that's given to this particular Page of Pentacles. And it's like he's given the map, so now he can physically, he knows where he's going, so now he can physically take those actions in order to go there. So I'm almost feeling like your soul is wanting you to wait for that map, so to speak. It's, you know, it may or may not actually be like a cause or a map or a plan of action, so to speak. But there's something that feels like it's coming in that is going to be able to direct your energy better, to get you to that end goal. Let's see what's supporting you at this time. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Moving with what is presented to you. This feels like that, like a connection between, again, this Page and this Knight. Something is given to you or received by you, and what supports that is when you get that, and this is something physical, like something that you are actually receiving in your reality that helps you take action or take direction towards, it feels like a goal, okay? Because at this one, I'm noticing this tower and the road that leads to this tower. And in here, I'm noticing the background of now this turned not just into a tower, but into a whole castle here. And I'm also noticing with this one, you've left this castle behind to get to this point, and now you're going into a different sort of castle. So it's like you're leaving one goal behind, one, and it could be a goal, but it could also, no, this feels more like a goal. So we'll stay with that. You're leaving one goal or ambition behind and moving towards another. But it seems like, again, the thing that supports you is once you receive the thing that's going to help you or initiate you moving forward, that is what supports you. So it's the movement after you've received something in the physical that literally will help you. And it makes sense too, because again, what's crossing you is this overburden. So I don't know if maybe somebody physically comes in to help you, or if there's just some sort of tool that you utilize that helps you move forward and drops whatever sort of burden that you're feeling right now. Let's see what's coming in to support you further. We have the Six of Wands. So your energy is going to transition. So maybe you were feeling, and it makes sense, right? Because you're moving from this, hopefully out of this 10 of Wands energy and into the 6 of Wands energy, where you're transitioning from that challenging your life force energy, right? Challenging your motivation to do things, to continue to do things. This is going to transition, and it looks like that transition is based on what you receive. So I'd say it's probably important for you to verbalize and to become aware of what it is that may help you moving forward to drop the burden that you are feeling within your energy. And once you receive that physical thing that literally drops a burden and helps you move forward with more efficiency, this is what transitions this energy from feeling burdened to actually feeling pretty revitalized. All right, let's see what your perception is. We have the Queen of Wands. I feel this is more of how can you take your power back in this situation as a self-reflection. I just keep thinking like receiving the knowledge, receiving the wisdom. So I think your perception is, I'm trying to understand it though. Your perception is that you're going to, your perception is if you get into the right mindset, if you cultivate the right mindset, that you can get over this burden. And maybe that's why you're feeling so drained, because you're thinking that there's something that you can do in order to change this. And there is, but it seems though that the thing that you can do is almost wait for this gift, if you will, that's going to be presented to you in order to help you move forward with more efficiency, so it's not draining your energy. And I think if you can cultivate that and cultivate the knowledge that you will receive something that enables you to move forward with more efficiency, that you will cultivate that, and you will be more likely to become aware when that particular thing enters your reality. Let's see how you're interacting with the environment. We have the Star. The way that I'm seeing this, it's like what you ask for, you will receive. Like as above, so below, as within, so without. So it really feels like, if again, cultivating this mindset of I will receive something that allows me to move forward with more efficiency and less burden, is actually creating that in the physical reality for you. All right, let's see what your hope is. The Wheel of Fortune. That there's going to be a change. I'm also noticing that this particular Wheel of Fortune, it's ended on a home. Okay, so it could be that you literally are working with something within your home, and there is some sort of tool or something that's going to benefit that, but it could also just be a foundation to something, what you keep coming back to, right? Because, you know, the whole saying home is where the heart is, although there's actually a heart on there. But heart to me is more like connections. But I say home is where the heart is because it's the thing that you keep coming back to. And I think that that's what you're wanting a change in, what you keep coming back to. And I think the thing you keep coming back to is feeling overburdened. And I think that's where this gift that is going to be coming into your future will help get you, or, you know, turn the wheel of fortune, so to speak, in a way that you don't feel this burden. Let's see what the outcome is. We have the Knight of Cups. It's funny, the outcome is you moving toward the thing that you feel most connected with. Okay, and there's also, with this particular Knight, there's a shark underneath here. I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but there's a shark underneath there. So it's also a little bit of a heeding of the warning that just because you feel like divinely connected to something doesn't mean that there aren't going to be challenges. But if you move with that connection, I think that it works in your favor. It's just but it's also right, cultivating the mindset that just because something is in divine connection doesn't mean that at some point there may not be, that there may be a challenge or an obstacle. But that doesn't mean that the connection isn't for you or isn't real or something along that lines. It's just being aware that move to take action with the connection that you feel. But also understand that there are still going to be some challenges that come up with that. It's one of those things where, you know, when something feels really right, let's say you plan something, it feels right, and then when the day before, the day of, you start feeling really nervous and maybe there's some fear that comes in there, something like that, that doesn't necessarily mean that it wasn't right. There's just something going on inside you that is fearful because now the situation is a reality. So you can be very connected to something and still have challenging emotions that come up with that. But it doesn't mean that it's not the right thing for you, or it doesn't mean not to move forward with it. If you genuinely feel like this is a connection and it feels good, right, and true for you. All right, my friends, that's what I have for you. If you feel connected, if you feel seen and supported by this message, I ask that you reciprocate that support either by donating to my Venmo or PayPal account located in the description, or by liking, subscribing, or sharing this channel with anybody, your loved ones, people you feel may really connect with this message. And if you would like to comment, I would love you to comment some sort of emoji that resonates with how you're feeling. All right, until the next whisper, my friends.